What's up, everybody? So we're here with a couple guest co-hosts over here, and my boy Conrado Méndez coming from Miami. Your boy Gio Garcia
Derek Smith, aka D-Rug.
and Conrado. So thank you for coming. Thank you for being here.
Thank you, Gio. Thank you. I'm really glad to be here. It's a beautiful place and great friends, Gio and Derek.
We're missing Christian, but he just had a baby today, so
Oh
Congratulations
shoot,
to
Christian!
him.
he couldn't have come.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
that. But supposedly it was in.
Until the 18th, they was supposed to be here.
Wow.
Like he got the wings from the place that we went to,
Yeah,
and he like push him out. So
he's a bless.
yeah.
What
You know,
awesome.
yeah, we had to call him.
I called him already.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for pictures. To tell you, I need pictures, homeboy.
Oh
Need
wow.
pictures.
Why
Yeah.
you
Well-
not there?
Huh?
Why you not there?
What am I gonna do? Push it like help push? Yeah. So, congrats, man. So, Conrado, I want to
Yes.
ask you a couple questions
Yes, of course.
because most of the people they want to start investing in real estate, like getting into real estate, they don't know how. They and or they're too scared of getting in. How did you start? Because you invest in real estate. What else do you do?
Well, if you want, I can start from the beginning.
Yeah.
The beginning was very tough.
Hmm.
I arrived from Argentina in 2016.
Okay.
No money in my pocket.
Right.
My two kids at that time, 2 years old and 1 year old,
Oh, shoot.
and my wife. We arrived to Charleston, South Carolina.
Okay.
No English at all, right?
How did you pick South Carolina?
Well, because we knew someone there. They were living for 15 years, kind of relative.
Family or kind
Yeah, it's kind of relative, yes. And but that was the situation. They said you can come here to our house for a week,
Yeah.
right? That was literally for a week.
Yeah.
And
I didn't
we
even
started in Charleston. That was the best thing for us because that way we learned the language. Really,
Okay.
in Miami, bless you.
Salud.
Thank you.
Yeah, we have the allergic part here. But that was absolutely great. At the beginning, we didn't understand that, but then I understood that was the best for me because I had two options at that time, and you understand very well. You're Latino like me,
Yeah.
and we have two options here when we came to this country. Is one option is, or you are part of the ghetto, right? You live only surrounded by Latinos
Mhm.
speaking Spanish,
Yep.
or you learn the language and you can really be part of the society.
Yeah, you incorporate it to the rest.
Yeah, exactly. And that was the biggest challenge I have at that time. But I used that challenge trying to learn English, but really reading very good books that changed my life forever, and the foundation of everything. That is the mindset. For that reason, answering your question, when someone is trying to start investing, for me, the most important thing is invest in change your mindset. Your mindset is everything, is the foundation. It's like a house. We are in real estate, right?
Yeah.
If you have a very weak foundation, everything can collapse. Doesn't matter you have fancy windows, fancy roof, whatever, right? And that's the situation. I learned that at that time that was very tough because my family, my wife, obviously she went with me, and the situation was really tough for her. She went to the supermarket. She couldn't understand what they said because Latino community in Charleston is very small.
Yeah.
It's not like Miami.
Yeah.
In Miami, you don't need English at all.
At all.
Or-
Nothing.
Nothing. Yeah. And at the beginning, it was absolutely tough because we like every Latino, every immigrant, we had to start working, doing anything to survive at the beginning. I was working in landscaping, literally climbing palms,
Mhm.
right? And my wife cleaning hotels. That was the beginning. It was tough. But one situation pop up at the time, a Mexican realtor. She gave me the opportunity to be with her in a training. That training was the people from Rich Dad Poor Dad, the Robert Kiyosaki team, Elite Legacy Education, and they were teaching this option. And she said, hey, I was trying to go to that training and I need a partner. My husband really, he's not interested in that. Do you want to be my partner? Tony's trainer is my angel. I say her name every time I have opportunity. And I said, Tony, listen, I don't have money for that. For myself. And she said, no, don't worry. I can pay. You can give me this training bag, the cost of the training bag with deals. I said, wow, really? And I was super excited. I went to my wife and I said, honey, I have this opportunity. And my wife was, she was looking at me like, this guy is crazy, right? What's he's doing, right? And I said, this is the time to jump. I need to make real estate, and this is the opportunity. And okay, I just started the training, and I purchased my first house. That was my own house using lease option. And I never stopped since then. And now gonna be 10 years.
Wow. Were you interested in real estate before that?
In Argentina, I have one experience doing a fix and flip, only one, but that was not my business. But the crazy part, thanks for asking me this, because the crazy part was in 2014, I was watching all the time that TV show, the Extreme Makeover.
Yeah.
Remember, one of the most popular fix and flip TV show?
Yep.
And in Argentina, that was very popular as well. And I said, oh my God, I want to do that one day. Incredible, Yeah. 2 years later, I was doing the same thing, fix and flips.
So how'd you meet Tony? Because like, how did she appear?
It's a good question.
How'd you meet her?
My wife, she had a friend, and that friend introduced Tony to me. The situation was, Tony, she is from Mexico. She married with an American guy for the reason strain, but her last name is Latino last name. But she's so nice. We are still being friends. And the situation appeared. My wife knew someone. That person, introduced Tony. Tony obviously talked with me, and she saw that I have a background. In Argentina, I was, managing companies. I was doing many projects. I was an entrepreneur since I was 17 years old. But she saw that and said, oh, he's a very good assistant, right?
Okay. So
that was the opportunity.
That was that's how you seemed to her, like, as an assistant, right? Like a manager kind of.
No, she was looking for helper, right, at the time. And she saw that I have great potential. She was the visionary at that time.
Okay, so she did like, what's it called? Integrator?
Yeah.
So
she was the visionary. I was the integrator at that time.
Okay.
But always I was a visionary. But I understood that at that part, I need to help her.
You have to adapt.
Yeah, exactly. And she needs help with the fix and flips, finding properties, the whole thing. That she was a realtor, very popular realtor over there, and she couldn't make it. She wasn't, willing to do this, to make a driving for dollar or visit every subdivision. That was the best thing for me, because I knew every subdivision in Charleston.
Okay. So networking then. Networking was the skill for you to be able to meet Tony, which opened the doors for you to get into real estate.
Yeah, networking and mindset. Again, that was my praise. That was my meditation every morning, and that produced energy, and that attract, the things.
Yeah.
That happened. Believe it or not, that happened. I was asking for a Tony. I didn't know who gonna be, right?
Yeah.
But Tony appeared.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's pretty cool.
What you meditate for this morning?
I didn't meditate.
So did you practice meditation?
Yes.
Okay. Who taught you how to do that, or why'd you get into that?
My mentors that at that time were mentors that, like, people who are not alive, right? But their message is alive.
Right.
Yeah. Jean Rom.
Okay.
That was amazing, right? And obviously, because of her, Jean Rom, I knew Tony Robbins, Dean Graziosi.
Yeah.
Very, very important. And then that people, they were coaches. I mean, incredible mentors in my life after a few years.
Yeah. I remember the reason why I got into real estate was Dean Graziosi. I saw one of those infomercials late at night. I actually bought one of his books. I never read it though, but I bought it. It's somewhere in there. So Dean Graziosi was the one that like. So I think it was after reading Rich Dad Poor Dad, which knowing or talking to people is the great majority of entrepreneurs and real estate investors is because of Rich Dad Poor Dad. And then Dean Graziosi, I think, was secondary, something like, or the other way around. So Dean Graziosi, like, he's the one that got me.
Dean Graziosi is incredible, and it's still being in my life all the time because right now he's with Pace and gonna be in the squad app as well. Dean is confirmed.
Yeah. What got you into real estate?
I mean, I'm not 100%, but I know for sure that I also grew up, I'd go to my grandparents. If it was California, Oregon, both, they would always be watching some kind of shows, fixing houses up. And, I always had that passion to do it.
Nice. Yeah. So I want to talk a little bit about what you said about like you were blessed to go into South Carolina. So just to reiterate, the reason you said that is because you were forced to learn the language, right? Versus if you went to Miami, it'll be more comfortable for you.
You don't need English
right?
at all.
You don't need English because everybody speaks Spanish there.
Yeah.
Like I went there one time and it was like, hey, you guys don't speak English? And it felt like you were in a different country, literally.
Yeah,
because,
literally. Yeah.
Because everybody speaks Spanish. Anyway, so you chose the uncomfortable route. So you had two options: comfortable, Miami; uncomfortable, South Carolina. Did you pick that on purpose, or what happened there?
Really, we were completely unconscious what's going to happen.
Okay.
The limit. Let's go to the United States. I mean, absolutely unconscious. And we came here with $3,000. Three. Yeah. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
When I'm thinking about it, right? I say,
That's
oh my God, no. But I was absolutely unconscious, and but that was good at that time because that helped me to be understanding how everything was working with the process, with an adaptation, right? And now, obviously, that was the best, trying to see this in retrospective, right? Why? Because I'm saying thanks for being in Charleston is that I learned the language. And because I learned the language, because I was between, Americans, my first partners were Americans, right? And I understood exactly how they work, how everything is working in this business here. And literally, I reset my chip completely. How to make business, because it's different, We have other kind of relationship ways to make business, right? Yep. In Latin America. And that was good. That was good, absolutely good. And I was really open to it, right?
How long did it take to actually learn English and be able to understand and talk with people?
I'm trying.
I'm
still trying. But like I said,
learning, right?
yeah, but I'm still learning every day. Every day, I say, oh my God, a new word every day.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, it's incredible. But again, it's a process. And it's the same thing with business, life. It's something that is
it's a living
continuous.
Thing that always keeps growing.
Keep going. And But basically, my best thing is audiobooks, reading books. That helped me a lot. But the most important thing were the trainings. Oh my God, the training, every time I was in the class, the headache I had, that was incredible. Mm-hmm. Because I was trying to understand everything, but I couldn't, right?
Yeah.
I say, so big brain effort, right?
Yeah.
But absolutely hard. Big headaches, but it doesn't matter. Whatever it takes,
So, so you got into Tony introduced you to the lease option strategy. Was that the only strategy, like the class that you?
Yeah, we took other classes, commercial real estate, but that one that I said, oh my God, that's just good, because I apply immediately to acquire my own property. I mean, this is the.
So before you go there, tell for the people that do not know what a lease option is.
Oh, okay.
What is it?
Perfect. Okay, in few words, to explain this very easy, is it's called lease option or rent with option to purchase, right? I guess the best word is rent with option to purchase. It's very easy to understand. You're renting, and you have an option to purchase while you are renting.
Okay.
Basically, it's a normal rent, but you have an option that you pay an option fee for it. And because you have the option, the seller, they cannot sell the house. I mean, and you have an option for a specific period of time. Let's say 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, depend. There's lease option that has a lot of years, you know. And by the way, one of the most famous lease options is the Empire State.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't know about it until I saw that in the training.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
there's lease option. There's island that are lease options.
Nice.
Yeah, you know, they're renting. They have the option to purchase.
Yeah.
And
What are the pros and the cons for the lease option?
The-
for you that you bought your
yeah,
property,
the pro
what were
of
the pros for you?
exactly the pro is you don't need credit score. That is the biggest roadblock when you're here. The biggest obstacle when you're here, because the credit, without credit here, you cannot make nothing. Literally, you know, you're a ghost. I mean, but I understood at that time that without credit, you can purchase houses.
Yeah.
Incredible, but true. And now with subject to that, we can talk later, of course, because versiones creativas,
Yeah.
create investment. You understand that you don't need credit, really, because the credit. What is credit? I'm asking to you. What is credit?
To me, credit is like a number, like a grade, like something that the system gives you, that tells you how credit worthy are you. Like, can we give you money? Because if your credit score is high, there's the trust level is higher. Because if I give you money, there's a high probability you're gonna pay me back. So that's how I see it, like a grade level. Like when you go to school, it gives you grades like that.
Exactly, it's a measure, right?
Yeah.
About, you know, I can trust on you or no,
Yeah,
right?
Exactly.
This basically is this. Okay, you can create different credit scores. That is something I learned, and basically I have my own. I can explain to you later, but when we explain, I don't know if you want to go deeper in this option, but basically the tenant buyer, that is the name, it's tenant buyer, because it's a tenant with the right to buy the house. The tenant buyer, instead of paying a rent, that this house never gonna be their house, they can rent another house, beautiful. In my case, all my houses are amazing because I fixed the house completely to get, obviously, I'm following a sophisticated strategy that is burst strategy, to refinance the back end. But but not only for that, it's because I want to avoid repairs, I want to avoid problems, and if I fix them up the house, this is another benefit I have. But the tenant has the right and to execute that option at any time without credit. The credit is not important there. The important thing is they put an option fee, that is the skin in the game. That basically we say, okay, in business, in life, everywhere, skin in the game. It's something I learned. I at the beginning I didn't understand what this means until I was doing businesses, right? If I want to make business with you, and you don't have a skin in the game, you don't treat the deal like me. You know, for the reason banks request down payment, because the down payment is the skin in the game, right? If you are playing or you have the intention to don't pay or whatever, you're gonna lose the money. The same thing you rent with us when you purchase, but it's an option. They can execute or no.
Yeah, it makes it easy to walk away if you don't have any skin in the game.
Exactly.
It's a psychological as well. Like if you don't have skin in the game, or like a down payment in this case, or an option fee, it's easier for them to mistreat the property. Just like
Exactly.
treat it like another thing that's not yours.
All my tenant buyers, they take care of the properties. They treat the property like their own house. They make improvement. That's cool. Yeah.
So that was the benefit for you as a buyer, right? When you bought your property in a lease option, you had no credit, so that was the route for you Was it your first one?
My first house, yes.
Yeah.
Hmm.
That's where you live, right?
No, no more. It's in
That's
Charleston.
where
Yeah.
you used to live.
But they're still giving me money. I gotta tell you.
Oh, you
that.
still have it?
Yeah,
Nice.
of course.
Okay.
It's a lease option now.
Yeah. Let's talk about that. So you bought it as a lease option.
Yeah.
What were the risks for you? You as the buyer, right?
Hmm.
What were we talked about the pros about you buying as a lease option. What are the cons about you buying the lease option?
Okay, the cons are if you don't move forward toward the option, you lose the money you put. But me as an investor, it's my obligation to communicate that this is a skin in the game. If you don't move forward toward the option, it's something that you're gonna lose because it's my cushion, right?
Right.
You use my house for 3 years, I couldn't sell it or whatever, because supposedly you're gonna purchase, but you change your mind. Okay, this is I take this, like a cushion or something that I can use, to justify my strategy. Right?
Yeah, because you're paying more money, and otherwise you would just go rent a house.
So what's another con? Because I know, for example, some people have, and correct me if I'm wrong, I've never done a lease option before. I'm actually just helping this one guy do a lease option.
Mm-hmm.
What are the how do people design it usually? I know, for example, some people design it where if the tenant is late, they forfeit the option fee, or if they miss a whole payment or 30 days, whatever. How does it usually? How do you?
And normally is to that the people understand, your audience understand very well. It's a normal lease. If you don't pay a lease, what happened?
You get evicted.
You're evicted. I mean, there's nothing new. It's not that different. For the reason, the secret to make this properly, right, is celebrate a traditional lease,
Mm-hmm.
and separate document with the option. 2 different documents, 2 different payments, right? The lease is a lease. They are behind on payments. Is that person is treated like a normal tenant? That's it.
But what happens to the option?
Everything is connected, right?
Okay.
If I evict them, they cannot be more in the house. They lose the option. But this is absolutely disclosed from the beginning, right? But I want to explain to people because people it's funny sometimes some behaviors. If you go to the bank, you take a loan. If you don't have credit, how much you pay normally? You have no credit at all.
If you have no credit,
Yeah.
you pay a high rate.
Yes, almost 20%, right?
Yeah.
At least.
Yeah.
Okay. If you don't pay your mortgage, what happened? What the bank is doing?
The bank is gonna take your asset.
Okay, and it's giving you back the down payment.
No.
You see, the same thing. And nobody say, "Oh, the bank is not giving money." You know what I mean? It's the same thing.
Yeah.
The same thing. We are acting as a bank. It's more in my strategy. I was tweaking the tool in some way because one of the cons of the lease option is people say, yeah, but there's very, very, very low percentage of people that really success in the strategy,
Right.
really execute the option, right? And I say, okay, I'm agree with that part, but I was tweaking the tool and I said, okay, but what if you can pay that down payment exactly like you're gonna pay with the bank during the lease period as an extra amount, to make sure that when you finish, the payment is like financing the down
Yeah.
in installments,
Down
right?
payment.
Exactly. Instead of paying at once, I can give you in installments, right? In that way, I make sure that when the leaks, finish, you pay the 20%, and they can execute the option, yes or yes.
So you asked for 20% down payment?
When I offer the option to do that,
Okay.
and when the people say, okay, I like the idea, because I explain again, it's common sense. If a bank is requesting 20%, nobody says nothing, right? Why, when an investor is requesting 20% and I'm giving the option that they pay in installment with no interest, the people say, oh, okay, it's the same thing,
Yeah.
right? The same thing. because banks are allowed, right? You are not. Come on.
So on your lease options, do you have a predetermined price, or do you wait until they trigger and then use the market value at the time? I know that there's
No, it's good question. You can work with the future price, considering the appreciation, the average appreciation in the market. That means you can say, you negotiate. Everything is a negotiation, right? But this is the good part for investor, that you can work with the future price in the moment zero.
Got it.
You know?
Yes, I didn't know that. I thought like with the lease options, one of the pros for the buyer is to lock a price, today's price. But like you said, everything's negotiable, right? So
Right.
you can, if the appraised value is going up 5% every year, you can probably like calculate, hey,
Yeah.
2 years, I'm gonna give you the option to execute in 2 years. That's 5% for 5%.
For me, as an investor, it doesn't make sense that someone lock the appreciation, right, and then lose the appreciation of the property. Doesn't
Right.
make sense. More in a market that during the last 10 years was appreciated as crazy.
So you basically create your equity without even knowing what's gonna happen.
Exactly.
Nice.
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay. So now let's talk when you sold as a lease option.
Mm.
What are the pros? Or what are the cons? Let's start with the cons. What are the cons for you as the investor when you sell the house in a lease option?
This option has 3 different sources of income. The first source is the option fee. Okay? The second one is the rent, because you normally charge a little higher rent than normal one.
Right.
Okay? That spread is a cash flow as well.
Okay.
And the third source is the difference in the price, the appreciation.
Right.
Right? I mean, you have three things, 3 different sources of income. For the reason I love lease option. There's no strategy like lease option. I can, debate with every investor here, and can show them, listen, there's no way to create wealth like doing a beautiful lease option. And at the same time, you're helping people because everybody win, right?
Are you paying realtor fees with these?
No, we don't need realtors in this strategy, because basically what you're doing is, is more. It's one of the benefits to the lease option. Is you are not selling right now. You're selling in the future, but really I'm the owner. I mean, basically,
So
the
you're
owners.
making more.
Yeah. The owners itself, they can sell or finance. No problem. They don't need a realtor. The realtor, you look for a realtor because the realtor gonna look for a buyer, right?
Yeah. So, and just to add to that, like, realtors probably do not know what a lease option is.
No.
I bet you,
Majority.
yeah, I bet you like sub 2 right now, it's more common than a lease option right now because of what Pace has done.
Yeah.
Like,
But Pace, the favorite strategy for Pace, one of the favorites, is lease option
yeah.
as an exit strategy,
Yes.
right? Not as an acquisition, but as an exit all day long.
Yeah.
100%.
So then, so for you, did we talk about the pros or the cons?
That was the pro.
The
The
pro.
pro is the 3 sources of income.
Yeah.
Right?
What are the cons? You selling a house as a lease option.
Really, I have probably, if you see in the long term round, losing the appreciation in the future, that if you hold it and the depreciation, I mean, you let it go the house. But I trick the tool as well, because if you can, I don't like to let it go, the depreciation, for the reason, basically what I'm doing is, if someone is purchasing a house, right, it's absolutely normal and exists in 49 states. You can do it. There is like a grab, right?
What's the one that you can't do it?
Texas,
Okay.
yeah, Texas,
Texas always has so many.
yeah,
complicated laws.
yeah. There was issues with that, but in Texas, you can do grabs, but the lease option itself can be a really good option to, once they execute the option, you do a contract for deed. When you do a contract for deed,
Because you finance it, or
yes, you finance it.
okay.
Basically, I'm playing the bank game. For example, when some investors tell me, no way, co-living, this, that, okay, good luck, because you're never going to do the money I'm doing, right? Because if you what are the richest people in the world?
Who?
Yeah, who?
Elon?
Bankers.
Bankers?
Banker, yeah.
Yeah?
Insurance?
No,
Financial people.
yeah, the owners of banks, right? The wealthiest families in the world are the owners, the bank owners, right?
Yep.
The Rockefellers, all the people involved in the financial systems, right? Are absolutely rich,
Yep.
But what is the situation? Only few people knows how the banks works. What is being the bank? Okay, I'm gonna finance something to you. If you don't pay, I'm gonna give you a right. Be good payer. But if you fail, the bank take it.
They take the
The same thing. You give the option. You trust in the person. If they fail for some reason, you are protected.
Okay. So then, like, I just thought about like a potential con, like that's because people are renting it, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're leasing it, and we know like all tenants, there's always a risk that the tenant will destroy the house. So I'm assuming that that's potential. That maybe I don't know if it has happened, but like it just came to my head. Like, hey, you lose on the option fee. Let's say it's 10,000. How much is the average? 5, 10?
Okay.
The option fee.
Yes, depend on the value of the house, right?
Okay.
But it's negotiable as well,
Okay.
right? Because
Let's call it 5 then. So let's say I give you 5 for the option fee.
no, that doesn't exist. There's no skin in the game.
No?
No, it has to be no.
You want more?
Yeah,
Well, okay.
because you need to put something that's really gonna be painful.
Okay.
What
are you thinking?
If over you get over 20.
20. Let's say 20. Just
20,
just
yes, can be
So
a
I
little.
give you 20,000, and for whatever reason, I failed to execute on the option because I don't know. I was late on the rent. I lost my job, whatever, right? So the risk there is that me being the tenant, like, oh no, like I lost money, so I want to screw up the house. I'm assuming that's a risk.
100%. There in every investment there's risk. There's no business. There's no investment without risk.
Right.
Name one. Yeah? Okay. The risk is part of the business. Now, you can mitigate the risk, right? With a lot of options. You can negotiate with the people. If they lose that option, you can create different options. Like I said, you can sit down and say, listen, I can give you back part of the option in exchange of the key, right? For example, always it's about dialogue. Around, be nice. I mean, I never had that situation because I'm nice with my people. If they lose the opportunity, it's because something happened, and I'm trying to be fair with the situation. Depend what happened. Depend on the situation, right? But you have different ways trying to avoid that part, right? But there's skin in the game. And that part, psychologically, right? Because they fix the house, they put improvement. It's a little weird. That never happened to me, really, that someone destroyed the house.
Okay.
That happened when you don't have a skin in the game.
Sounds like they treat it better.
¿Cómo?
Sounds like they treat it better.
Mm-hmm.
Treat the house better.
Yeah.
Because, they're planning to buy it in the future. They're investing in it.
100%. This is what I prefer, because I love this option. It's because they treat in the house as their own house. You don't want to destroy your own house.
No.
And then after you did that, it's weird. Can happen. Until now, never happened. That means that never gonna happen. No. One day, a crazy guy, bad mood, whatever, destroy the house. Yeah. Okay. For that reason, there's insurance. You need to be covered. Yeah. At the same time, the cool thing about this option is they have to put, obviously, the house is insured. I have a landlord insurance, normal, like a tenant rent. and they have tenant insurance for their belongs. And in my strategy, that's part that when I talk with other investors, say, "Oh, that's good, bro." Okay, is I said to them, "Hey, listen, for $60, you can pay home warranty that protects all the big babies. Big babies are right, you know, HVAC, you know, refrigerator, appliances. You know, those things that normally are expensive and are broken in the house, right?
So do you pay for that? Like
No.
you charge them and then you pay
No.
warranty?
Part of the lease is they are taking care of those payments.
Okay.
If their water heater breaks, they don't call you?
No.
No?
Genius.
No, nobody call me.
They call it home warranty.
I go home warranty. Nobody call me. Or I usually have property manager.
So now you don't even have to manage it.
No,
They take care of everything. And They know
exactly. What I'm doing sometimes is driving around the house to see. Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Standing.
Yeah. Or I had a situation with a tenant buyer. You know, he was doing some modifications, and the house has HOA. For the reason is that was the last time I do lease option in an HOA community.
Okay.
Right? The HOA was a pain in the ass. Sorry
Yeah.
for my French.
Yeah. So, but you didn't tell them like, hey, this is the HOA rules. You need to abide by them.
No. The problem was because he was trying to modify the deck without permit.
Okay.
You know?
So he's just ignoring the rules.
Yeah, ignoring the rule. Boom, boom, boom. They put 3 big trucks on the front, blocking the, you know, and HOA says, no, you can do that.
Yeah.
There are problems and problems. That was a Latino guy, right?
Yeah.
And that's the problem when they're trying to adapt to this country. You know, they're trying to make barbecues in the front yard. You know,
Best barbecues ever, Derek. So is that what, like, let's assume that you'll do another lease option in an HOA. Maybe like, hey, if you violate the HOA, the penalty will be you'll forfeit the option fee. Would you ever do that, or
no? The penalty can be trouble because they try the HOA obviously see a tenant, and they're connected with you all the time, and they were sending me messages, hey, control your tenant is doing this, your tenant doing that. Oh sure, you know, it's the same thing with co-living. Nobody make co-living in HOAs.
Yeah.
You know, if you do it,
just gotta be a little bit more careful.
Yeah. The thing is that here in Vegas, like, what, 80% of the houses here are like in an HOA.
Yeah.
So that's what we're like, oh shit. So that's why I was asking, like, so if the lease option E violates an HOA rule, and let's say it happens twice.
no, but then again, it's the same thing like a normal tenant. If they broke the rules, they sign a lease that the lease is connected with the HOA rules. They broke the rules, he's breaching the contract. I mean, the same thing.
Okay.
Yeah, you can send a letter, you know, hey, stop. And then you can go to the judge and say, hey, listen, he's going to bring me a big problem to me, and here's the thing.
Yeah. So good. It's easier than a wrap then.
100%. The problem with the wrap is a lease option, really,
Yeah.
but with transferring the ownership,
Yeah.
I don't like.
So it's just so you know, like, I do wraps. My favorite thing until I started doing lease options, 'cause it sounds better. The reason it sounds better is because in your case, you're still the owner of the house, right? And you have a tenant, so you get to write depreciation on that house.
Yeah.
And they might not pay you. So if they don't pay you, you keep the house without foreclosing,
Exactly.
because foreclosing is a pain in the butt.
Yeah, it's a pain in the butt. And there's people that says, oh, no, I foreclosed. Huh? Okay.
Good luck with that.
Good luck.
It's expensive and it takes a while. Here in Nevada,
You have the experience, right?
I don't have experience, but I've heard it.
Okay.
Take like a year, and
Depends on the person too.
Yeah.
If they know what they're doing.
yeah, and you spend maybe like $20,000 to $40,000 in legal fees
Yeah.
just to foreclose. Versus the lease option that I'm liking a lot more and more is just like
Is-
eviction.
Listen,
$500.
RAPS is like a bank giving credits to everybody
Yeah.
without credit.
And
What
that's-
happened in 2008?
And that's the dangerous
Everything
part.
exploded, right?
Yeah.
Because crazy people, took loans and
Yeah.
nobody paid, right?
Yep.
Free money, and the consequence. I
No
mean,
skin. They didn't have skin.
yeah, there's no skin in the game.
Wow.
And
It's easy to just walk away.
exactly, and don't pay. Oh, it's my house. I'm the owner. I'm not paying. Psychologically, it's different. Feeling as a tenant than an owner.
So you tried wraps before or no?
No, never,
Never.
never.
I mean,
Only in Texas,
okay.
but with partners,
Okay.
right? I'm not acting in Texas only.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah.
So as an investor, like how many assets do you own? If you can speak to that.
What?
How many houses do you own?
Oh, and my answer is enough to live in Miami in front of the water.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. And most of your investments are in South Carolina?
Most of them, a great part of them, because I was investing there 8 years, right? And right now, my goal is trying to expand my operations nationwide with local partners. This is my Mount Everest. Trying to get local partners. Derek, we are trying to do things together.
Right.
And in Arizona, right, as well. In Texas, like I told you, I was talking with, for a reason I'm in Owners Club, connected with other partners where we can do lease options, or now I'm seeing with better eye co-living.
You haven't done co-living?
No yet.
It's fun, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
They're
definitely
having
different.
a lot of tenants individually. Yeah. Okay. It makes sense. I like that idea.
Mm-hmm.
Like, do a lease option instead of a wrap.
Yeah.
Sounds so much easier if problems happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only pro maybe is you have more people interested in a wrap, right, than a lease option,
Yeah.
because wrap says, "Oh, I'm gonna be the owner with,
Yeah.
without credit." It looks more attractive in that way, right?
Yeah, because the title will transfer to them.
Yeah,
Versus on the other, in the lease option case, it's you're a tenant
exactly,
until you execute.
exactly.
So once they execute, you do creative finance on the execution, right?
Yeah,
So you either finance it or you have them.
a contract for them.
Do you ever have them? Do they have the option to find their own financing?
Yeah,
Like getting
all day long, all day long.
Okay.
Yeah, but again,
No credit.
no credit. I mean, if they fix them up, we can do the classic one. Yeah, no problem at all. It's part of the game. Okay, but there's some people, they don't want to be involved with the financial system for 30 years long.
Yeah.
They don't want to. But they can refinance at any time. That happened.
It has
Sure.
happened to you.
Yeah, that happened. But not frequently, right? Because it's not easy to pay again 20% down, right?
Oh yeah, because you have to pay another down payment.
Okay, you have some equity, that's fine. You can do it. Yeah,
Oh, here's a question.
that happened.
When you do a lease option, does that amount goes towards the equity? Like, let's say the monthly payment for the lease is $1,500.
Yeah.
Do any portion of that money go
That-
to the equity?
No, that is a big mistake. And the people who do that, I used to do that until Page one day said, "Don't do that." Why? Because the judge gonna think, okay, they have interest. Okay? Because if you put a portion on the lease going to work, you don't have to mix the contracts. One thing is the lease. The option is option.
Okay.
Everything that they put as an option is going toward the purchase price. Everything. Right?
The option fee.
The option fee or any other option consideration.
Okay.
Because remember, if I'm financing the 20%, then putting an extra every month, right?
Mhm.
And that is a good strategy to increase your cash flow. Because in that way, you can make that properties can work in other exit strategy, they can't.
I got so excited because I just thought of one property. I was like, fuck, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do a lease option.
Do it.
So
All day
I'm
long.
gonna need your help with the contract.
Huh?
I'm gonna need your help with the contract. Do you use the contract that we do on sub 2, or you have your own?
I create my own.
Okay.
Yeah, create my own
Okay.
with my attorneys. Yeah.
I'm gonna need your help.
Oh,
'Cause, I saw the one on
all day long.
sub 2.
I help with a lot of people in the community doing this option.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just thought this one house that it's vacant, just got vacant. I'm gonna probably do a lease option.
Okay.
Yeah, 'cause I need to get rid of that one.
Yeah, and that in that way, for example, do you wanna hear my craziest lease option ever?
Yeah. Go for it.
I did a little video. That was very recently. The property. Okay, relationship is everything, right? Relationship is, great connections, make business, right? It's something I learned. It's about who and how, right? And in that sense, there was a wholesaler, really good friend of mine. Why? Because I'm a solver problem for him, right? He is bringing me all the tough deals, right? They bring them to me, Conrado. Why? Because Conrado knows how to do fix and flips, 10 years of experience. Conrado knows a lot about lease options, right? And that makes, and sub 2, obviously, right? And creative finance, any kind of, creative financing strategies. He had a wholesale deal, a very, very, very bad house, termite damage, a mess, completely a mess, right? Destroyed. If I show you the picture, you say, oh, shoot, this is condemned, right? He was trying to wholesale the deal, right? He couldn't. Nobody wants to take this grenade, Doesn't make sense for the fix and flipper. No, numbers doesn't work. Okay. Conrado, what? I have a deal for you. We did many, but this was one of the most creative ones. I said, okay, what happened? I went there and said, oh, my friend, this is a mess. Okay, yeah. I'm trying to wholesale. This is a very, very prestigious wholesaler. Prestigious wholesaler, they take care of their reputation, right? They close on the deal. Doesn't matter, right? They don't let it go. And I knew that. And I said, hey, my friend, listen, what if, his name is Garrett. Garrett, what if we can really make something very creative here? Oh, what do you think? Okay. I know that you have a harmony right now. Yeah.
So they close on it.
Yeah, they close on it. Yeah. And I said, yeah, and you want to make the fix and flip. You can make it. Yes, but I don't want it. Right? Okay. Let's do something. I'm going to use your harmony lender. And I'm going to put my crew on the house. I'm going to manage the whole project with my people. You don't have nothing there, right? They're going to be a kind of innovation. Right? Agreement. First, strategy, creative strategy. That was a mix of creative strategy, right? Right? Innovation. First one. What is innovation for your audience?
Yeah.
Please.
Go for it.
Yeah. Okay. Innovation basically is I can make an agreement with the seller. I can fix him out the house, right? And in exchange, right, I can get everything on top of a specific price. I can discuss with the seller. Okay, this is going to be the price as is of the house as is. But if I'm going to fix them up and everything I can get over that part, you can negotiate with the seller. I can give you a part of it. No, depend. It's absolutely is an open negotiation, right? Okay. How this innovation works? Innovation works is I get the property, I control the property. In innovation, you control the property, and I fix them up the house completely in a matter of weeks only because my people are crazy, really good workers, and really I did the project in 6 weeks. It was fast. Okay. The situation is okay. what we're gonna do later, after this. Yeah, what you're gonna do is we're gonna go to refinance this house. But you're gonna do that.
The wholesaler.
The wholesaler, that's
Yeah.
And he said, okay. But yeah, how much do you want for your wholesale fee? How much you were looking for that? 20K. Okay. What if everything over 20K is, what if that everything that exceeds the 20K is for me? All day long. Let's do it. Okay. The house, he purchased the house for 140. I put on the house 100,000. I celebrate with my people a turnkey product. I'm doing this all day long, zero extra, zero nothing. Then we can talk about those strategies as well in fix and flip. 100K. The house fully repaired, beautiful. How much in? 240, right? Plus closing costs, let's say 255. There's no realtors involved, nothing, right? Okay, let's say 250, right? Only with attorney's fee and taxes. 250. The appraisal came to the house and they appraised the house for 380, right? We took, a DSCR loan, right, for the house. He took 20K and he took, his first 16 or 20K more for me at closing. Not my house, right? And I did renovation. But this was only the beginning. Why? Because I said to him, hey, what? I want to make a subject to your refinance.
To the DSCR.
Yeah. What? Yeah. Yeah. Perfect.
Yeah.
Let's do it. And I did a subject. There's a cool power to work with investor, right? They understand. And I did a subject to the DSCR loan. Doing that, I keep the house and I keep the equity. The house has a bunch of equity.
So he doesn't get an extra fee, does he?
Yeah, only the 20K. That was what he wanted, right? I gave what he wanted.
Why don't you just DSCR?
What is it?
Why didn't you just refinance
why would
it?
he?
Okay, obviously to cash out the money. Imagine how powerful is this strategy. I never put money in my pocket. I receive money at closing. I get the house, okay, and then what I did was a lease option, okay. But the lease option with the strategy I told you, that is 20% down, paying in installment,
Okay.
right? I mean the rent on top of the rent, the portion of the lease option, the option. Okay, that means every month I receive in $4,000 for this house. The mortgage payment is $2,500. Okay, but it's pure net because I don't pay utilities. I don't pay nothing. Different than Collier. Remember that we were the formula. Okay, it's nothing. It's a tenant.
Yeah.
He pay everything, right? He pay everything and he keep no property management, nothing, right? And the last time I went to the house, he put new grass on the front yard. He replaced everything inside. He made renovation, the kitchen. He changed the countertop. He put at least 20K more on the house in improvement. That's the power of how powerful is this option. If you make this properly and you give a good product for the people, because there's some people are doing this option and they don't care about the house or the house works, it's livable. No, it's not enough.
I have a question for you on that specific strategy. The financing of the option, is that a separate document, a separate transaction, or is it in the option contract?
It's in the option contract.
So how would you word it? Like what did it say?
Says that it's an option and there's option considerations to pay in a specific period of time and it's protected with a promissory note as well.
What's the average amount of years that you're usually...
Hold on before. Who's protected with the promissory note? You're protected.
Yeah.
For the option installments.
Yeah. He said that he's gonna pay 20%.
But isn't it your house though? Like where did you attach the promissory note to? Or you didn't do a deed of trust? Just the promissory note?
No, just the promissory note. It's a document. It's like there's a promise to pay this.
Like I owe you here.
Yeah.
Okay.
This amount of money.
No deed of trust.
No, it's not. It's not with the collateral or nothing.
Got
They don't put a collateral. They track.
Okay.
No. It's only a paper. But it's a promissory note. I promise to pay you this amount of money and this and this that.
Yeah.
This is a promissory note.
So for the people that don't know, basically when you lend money, you should do on a property specifically, you should do a promissory note and a deed of trust on the collateral. That's why I was asking. Like, it's your house. Why would you do a deed of trust on your own house? But you did not do a deed of trust.
No,
Just the promissory note.
just the promissory note.
Got it. Okay, you can ask your question now.
What's the average amount of time that usually you give the lease options? Is it 3 years, 5 years?
Okay. My model is the average is 3 years. Can be 5 years as well, but depend of how I'm very flexible. How much the tenant buyer can pay monthly.
So
There's some
longer.
people. There's some people that want to be read out of the lease as soon as possible. They accelerate the payments because that is the motivation as well. Stop paying the rent. Yeah.
How many of these?
I told you.
No numbers.
enough to live in Miami in front of the water.
Okay, more than 10?
Yes, of
More than
course.
20?
Yeah.
More than 30?
Yes.
More than 50?
Yes.
More than 50 lease options?
Yeah.
God damn. We just leave it.
So you're gonna start doing lease options now?
Yeah. Do you have a mentorship I can sign up to?
Why not just partner?
No,
with the people that are doing it, right?
Oh, for sure.
but like I said, it's a strategy that is really really good. But again, you need to know how to do it. My strategy is giving good products, good houses, but not only for the reason that obviously you want to give a good product. At the same time, helping you to create that strategy. That is basically it's a burst strategy.
Yeah.
But with this option. And more beautiful is when you do it subject to. That's the most
When you
beautiful.
acquire it.
Yeah, the SRRR. But the R, the last one, is rent to own. It's not rent normally.
Nice.
But acquire subject to.
So how about when they execute the option, like do you put an interest rate in there, or like how do you typically do it? What's the average?
Oh, the average when I'm speaking with them is 3% over the normal rate that is in the
3%
market.
Over?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's say now is 7% or 6%. I can charge 9%. Nobody say, oh, why is this? I mean, basically it's totally fair because it's risky. Anyways, they don't have credit.
So do you design that seller finance part before or after they execute?
No, before. Before. Everything has been set out at the beginning. Okay. They know everything. You have to be real transparent with your clients, with your buyers, with everybody. Okay. I explain this word in this way, the way. And then they see that exactly is what happened, right? It's exactly what happened. Okay. But again, how much you charge? You need to charge a little that can be over what you're paid. If it doesn't make sense. Yeah. It's like a wrap. Basically, what you're doing is a wrap. Yeah. At the end.
Yeah.
It's a wrap.
With the benefit that you're the owner.
With the benefit you're the owner.
And you get
depreciation
on your tax.
Exactly. Yeah. That's that one.
Yeah.
Okay. That's for a reason I love it.
I bet. Shit, I do a lot of raps and like, shit, this just sounds better than raps.
The only thing is a little tougher to find tenants, buyer that really have the power to pay those amounts. And it's important to say the cons. You cannot make it with any kind of property. It's tough with properties over 400,000.
Okay, so you have to do. What's your average in
300 the 200, 300.
Okay.
So on the West Coast, it'd be kind of hard then. Is what you're
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because we're at what, 450 average?
Yeah, just in Vegas.
Imagine this. Make this calculation. Why is tough? Because really the person has to be capable to pay the rent and the ops,
Yeah.
right? No, but there's a lot of people with money. And I mean, you can do it. You can do this option with property with $1 million if you want. But the situation is you need to find a tenant, right? Really with very bad income, very bad credit, and that good income to pay 8K, 10K per month. But it's a little, if you have that amount of money, right? You can do it. I saw these options, I never did that.
Just go buy a sub 2 at that point.
Yeah. You need to find it though,
True.
which is the hard part. Okay.
Yeah.
I had a good question for you and I just forgot.
What time is it? Because I have my flight to Miami.
Yeah, I forgot about that. What time you guys need to leave?
7:30. What time is it?
7 right now.
Okay, we have
Yeah, we'll just
30.
do another 10
We
minutes.
have 30 more. Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
All right, so you stuck with lease option obviously because it's a good strategy. But was there any other reason that you like stuck to real? Because you do flipping, you do sub 2, you do seller finance.
I used to do a lot of fix and flips.
Okay.
In Charleston, I did over 100 fix and flip in 10 years. A lot of. Okay. But the situation is, if you do fix and flip, right, you never can create your portfolio.
Yeah. Selling everything.
Exactly. You're chasing the money. It's like wholesaling.
Yeah.
You're keeping pretty much all of them, just burying every single one.
Yeah.
Just lease options.
And I figured out this. I started no selling no more in, like I said, 3-4 years ago. No more than this.
Oh, I remember my question. Because you said that finding the buyer is a little harder. How long? What's your typical hold time? Like how long is that house vacant? Until you get
No.
somebody?
The houses are really good. They're going fast. Max 2 months.
2 months.
Yeah. 2 months max. To find a good tenant buyer.
Where are you looking for them?
Do you know how many requests I have in Facebook?
How many?
Hundreds. Every time I put a house,
Yeah.
it's boom, 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 boom.
Some of them are bots.
But the problem is not all the people can qualify.
Yeah, the money is the issue.
Yeah, the issue.
He had a question.
I forgot.
No, the question is like how where'd you post them? Like where'd you advertise your lease your option? Rent to own properties. Where do you
Advertise.
What's your best marketing channel?
Facebook,
Facebook?
Marketplace.
What other marketing channels do you do to find a buyer?
That's it.
That's it?
It's enough. It's hundreds of inquiries. Hundreds.
Yeah. You have a VA responding to all
Yeah.
that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Makes sense.
But I create templates basically. But now I are gonna incorporate it at any moment AI to do that.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm working on that.
Yeah, and you even made your own app now.
Okay. I don't know what to say, but I was working hard in the AI space as well the last year, the whole year, developing my own application.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
So what's the next step for Conrado? Like, do you currently have a goal that you want to achieve?
Yeah.
Which is?
Like I told you, in 5 years, my more average in 5 years is have a local partner in each big city in the United States.
Okay.
That is my goal.
Okay.
Derek, Gio Garcia, right?
Yeah.
Like I can make business with them. Doesn't matter where they are.
Okay.
Right? Obviously, I'm obsessed with process and systems.
Mm-hmm.
I'm improving, creating my own apps, and including being part of Owners Club that is going to launch something incredible, believe me.
Wow.
This month or next month about agent AI that can be connected, something crazy.
Yeah.
Believe me, crazy.
Okay.
And that means every time going to be easier to connect. you have a deal, it's gonna be easier to find a buyer, easier to find a partner, because the AI gonna make this easier. You know?
So I have a deal for you. I just remember that a sub 2. Just remind me before we leave.
Okay, you see, it's about about connections.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's your 5-year goal.
Yeah.
Is there anything after that or no?
Yeah, 100%. The life of, like I said, the average of every human being is how much now? 85 years.
78.
It's a little more.
At it yesterday. 78 was
Really?
74, 78, somewhere in there.
Okay, I had another information, but
You're
gonna be easy to pass the 100 years.
Once the technology,
Yeah.
like AI, for example.
Yeah, they can
started
replace your heart, exactly.
Yeah,
you know?
so by the time you get to 85, it's probably gonna be 100.
Yeah, no, exactly. But what happened is, my obsession is generate an impact in the world. This is my goal.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to be more present in giving to the people, right? That those things I receive, right? Because I'm very grateful about what happened in my life. I suffer a lot, but at the same time, I'm very grateful because everything I received the last 10 years. My ideas have more presence in stages, right? Trying to give to other people, sharing my experience, sharing that it's possible, all about mindset. This is a big passion I have.
Okay.
Right? Every time I speak, remember your tenant, and my friend has a really great co-living, and he has a tenant. We were talking like an hour with him about mindset, because he's working, basically he's a W-2 worker, right?
Is it what? Oh,
W-2, yeah. And then,
trading time for money.
exactly, yeah, we were talking about this.
Yeah.
I love to do that, and I have the opportunity to do it right now. We're gonna be this in April. I have a great opportunity right now. I'm basically leading the real estate vertical for a big event in Miami that is called Startup Ole. It's a tech event where the startups are going to offer to show their products or services, yes, to investors. And basically what we're going to do is, I'm responsible for the real estate vertical. I'm going to create panels. Obviously, I'm going to invite really good people. Then we had to talk about it, right? I'm going to create panels, right? We want to be discussing, but the condition has to be connected with tech, right? It's going to be prop tech, right? For a reason we want to talk, if someone really has experience in real estate and is using some kind of tech tool, like AI or whatever, I'm going to bring that people to the panels to discuss, to show to the audience how this works in real estate, how the technology is impacting real estate. Okay. And that's going to be amazing.
This year?
Yeah, April this year. Startup Ole, Miami. Going to be amazing and an incredible venue. I'm working with really good people like Julie Collette, going to be there. Yeah. Jana Valetova, Rosy Cortez, many of them. Yeah.
Will?
Really?
You thinking Will?
Yeah?
Will Castillo?
Will Castillo, I need to speak with Will. Yeah, I need to speak with Will. Yeah, I didn't confirm Will yet, but you give me a great idea, because he's a really great dude, and we have really good connection, really good. Well, definitely, I want to call him.
Yeah, that's what came to mind when you said tech.
Yeah, I'm gonna call him. Good. Thank you.
You're welcome. My little valley.
You're welcome, Will.
Okay, and then so that's your goal for the next, leaving a legacy.
Leaving a legacy.
Why do you want to do this?
It's a great question, and this is because, in my life, in my house, during many years in my life, in my childhood, all the discussions were about money, right? And my dad was a really hard worker. He was working as crazy, you know. But any of my parents and the people in my family, they were absolutely ignorant about finance. And that's my obsession as well. Trying to teach finance, right, in different, you know, fields and in the school as well. Okay, in Argentina, I was studying economics, right? I finished my career. I have my degree in economics, and then I did my MBA as well. I was studying a lot in my life. Yeah. And this is something that has to be present in every school, in every university. Nobody teach you finance. For that reason, there's a lot of people poor and broke. Yeah. Because finance is the key. How to know how to manage your money. You know, there's absolutely insane options over there where you can really find your financial freedom, give to your family a better quality life, right? And at the end, your society gonna be more abundant. And your country, right? Everything that is around you. Yeah. For the reason I love America, because in America, the people see you like, you know, here the heroes are those people, the entrepreneurs. For example, in Argentina, now it's changing thanks to Milei. Milei, come on, right? But before, if you said, "What are you doing?" "I'm an entrepreneur." Look for a job, you know.
Look for a real job.
Yeah, look for a real job, and that's the problem. And here in the United States, when you ask to a child guy, you know, to a child or to someone, you know, what you want to be, the next Elon Musk, the next Bill Gates, the next Mark Zuckerberg, right? Those are the role models. Mm-hmm. Okay, in our countries, no. What most of the people want to do, work in the state, right?
Yeah, it's government.
Government. Oh, I'm comfortable, right? Yeah. But this is changing, thanks God, right? And this is my obsession as well. Trying to, that you, as part of the Latino community, you're very welcome as well. Like
you're halfway there.
You look like gringos and shit. Impossible. But okay, we can try. Okay, but they're trying to change the mindset in Latin America. Latin America has incredible potential.
Oh yeah.
All the resources, you know, in the world, but with the growth mindset. It's a really bad combination, right? Mm-hmm. For a reason, we need to be part of that change, that evolution, right? The only way to do it is teaching, showing up.
Yeah.
That's the only way. Yeah.
Okay. Why are you doing this?
Doing what?
What you're doing? Investments, real estate.
Generational wealth. I mean, you know, and to be able to have the freedom to do the things that I want to do.
Okay.
You know, I want to spend more time with the family, you know, go drive crazy in my cars, you know, do all the fun stuff.
The drifter. You know that he's a drifter,
yeah,
right?
I've seen it, yeah. Yeah.
I experienced that.
It's a very expensive sport, you know?
So. Yeah, I bet. Yeah. Okay. So anything else you want to add? Like what advice would you give people that, for example, you're from Argentina, people that come here and it's like I don't know the language, or I don't have the connections to start, because I've heard of that a lot. Like, hey, I'm not comfortable. Like, I don't know. They understand the language, but they don't want to speak it because they're afraid that somebody's gonna judge them, and they don't want to grow because of that obstruction.
Tell me how you did it.
How did I do it?
Yeah.
Forcing myself, almost exactly like you did it. So when I got here, I knew a little bit of English, so I went to, and it wasn't by choice. Actually, it was. So I had a choice, like, to go to high school, where this is Green Valley High School. Okay. Where there was like little to no Hispanics, versus Del Sol, which was like all Hispanics. So I picked I'm staying in Green Valley. So I was forced to speak English there. I was forced to learn English. And then I went to college. It was even worse, because there was little to no Hispanics there. So I had to learn the language. I was forced to do it. So I started getting comfortable a little bit more and more and more. But the way I got more comfortable and learned like extra fads was watching movies, putting subtitles.
Yeah.
So I heard the word and I read it. Like, okay, that's how you say it.
So did you learn to read it first, or did you learn?
Read it probably. Yeah, I would read a lot. So, but to answer your question is like you can't. It's a mindset thing, like you said. It's you can't be dependent on what other people think. That's what I think. Like you can't be like you're gonna make mistakes. And,
100%.
and I told this to the guys the other day that I read from the Prince, Niccolo Machiavelli. The Prince. So
Amazing
he
book.
was saying, he said, if you have no expectations, you can't have your heart broken. So I have no expectation about anything. So like if it happens, it happens. If it's good or bad, like, there's always gonna be a good and bad side of anything that happens.
But I'm gonna make you a question.
Yeah.
That happened in your whole family? Everybody's doing the same you're doing?
No.
How do you feel? Like weird, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody considers me like, hey, why don't you do this? Why don't you do that?
Yeah.
And why don't you come? So
They don't understand.
yeah, one kind of a thing that I get criticized a lot is that I don't go to family gatherings like a lot, like my other families,
Yeah.
right? Because I'm busy or I'm working on my projects.
Yeah.
I get criticized a lot about that.
Exactly. Oh, Gio, he feel more than superior than us,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
what about you, Derek?
What about?
Like how would you what advice would you give people that are scared of starting?
Just do it. I mean, even if you're afraid, just do it. I mean, get uncomfortable, because you're not going to grow if you're not getting uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I remember, when you threw your first event, like you didn't want to be up there either, and just
Wow.
like last week on Dealmaker.
He crushed it. He crushed it.
Like, ouch, dude.
He did
It's
a
crazy.
great
You know?
presentation.
That was the first time on stage, it's like,
He looked so natural, so
Just
that
do
was
it.
amazing.
Yeah.
That was amazing. I congratulate him. And Pace too. Because he was great. He looks like it's a second nature, right?
Yeah.
Well, thank you. But, obviously, I'm going to critique myself and say, oh, I could have done this and could have done that. But I know next time I'm going to do better, and I'm going to get more comfortable being up there and being able to speak and tell everybody,
I want to add something that happened to me this morning. But we have time?
We have 5 minutes.
Okay. And I was talking with your tenant as well about it. This is a constant fight. I mean, it's not a matter of, 1 week, 2 weeks, or 3 weeks, the things change. No, it's every morning. There's a fight.
Yeah.
There's a fight.
Yeah.
It's that the imposter syndrome is there. Who think that the imposter syndrome is gone is lying.
Yeah.
It's there
I agree.
every time.
I think your family are probably the people that are the worst ones. Like, hey, go get a job, go get a W-2. I'm like, dude, I've had a W-2 in over 5 years. Like, I can't go back now. It's like,
horrible employee at this
like, sit me at somewhere for 8 hours. Like, man, I used to do 16 hours a day. I don't know how I did that.
And
the thing is, I can still do all that, but it's just, I'm doing it for myself. I'm not doing it for a company.
yeah, that's good. And Latinos families, what happens most of the time when you immigrate, right? They think that it's easy what you're doing. You're in America, the money, fell from the trees. Yeah. I just said, no, listen, it's hard. Here, the people is working. It's crazy, right? But you had to be there to understand that. And for that reason, again, people who can criticize you all the time, those haters gonna be there.
Yeah.
As more haters, that means that you're great, right? You're doing the things in the correct way, right? But that's the.
And if they're not where you want to be, don't listen to them. Like they're trying to tell you what to do, but they're not where you want to be. So I'm gonna do my thing and be where I want to be and listen to those people, not take advice and hear all the complaints.
Oh, that's a good advice. My dad told me that. Like, hey, whoever gives you advice, pay attention of who's giving you that advice.
Exactly.
Because you need to make a decision if you want to take it or reject that advice. You need to pay attention who's giving you that.
Exactly.
So,
Yeah, 100%. Amazing, Gio.
anything else you want to add? Because we're running out of time. We got to get you to the airport.
What time is it?
Oh, we got 2 minutes.
2 minutes. 2 minutes and running to Miami, baby.
Yeah.
But it's cold. That's crazy.
It's cold in Miami?
Yeah, what happened?
I don't
The
know, it's
only
out here.
place really, well, what was Arizona? But listen, the last thing I want to say is everything is about belief. Belief. I mean, when you're facing that imposter syndrome during the morning, you need to activate your believer system, right? That this is going to change. And the best way to change it is action. Because the action takers, they don't have time to be thinking shit.
Yeah, I agree.
You know?
Uh-huh.
For a reason, when I'm worried, it's because I'm not taking action.
Yeah, 'cause you had nothing to do.
And I say, let's go. Wake up.
Yeah.
Or whatever, right?
Yeah.
But is because it's I don't know why the human being, is designed to be in that survival mode.
Mhm.
The survival mode is something very hard. That protects you, right? Because that was designed,
To keep you alive.
thousands of thousands. Yeah, exactly, to be alive. But at the same time, can be your worst enemy. Because you are in survival mode. Everybody can affect me, or everybody's trying to generate danger or whatever, right? And again, the most important thing is believe and be optimistic that the thing's gonna be great. One time I say this phrase frequently. Someone asked to Warren Buffett, "Hey, Warren Buffett, Mr. Warren Buffett, what's gonna happen in the next 10 years in the stock market?" And he said, the same thing that happened the last 10 years and the last 100 years, everything's going to be fine. You have cycles, right?
Yep.
But at the end, everything,
Averages out.
is out.
Or
It's,
if you don't go through the hard times, you don't know what good times are.
Ooh. Yeah.
that's good. That's a good phrase to finish, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Repeat the phrase, please.
If you don't go through the hard times, you don't know when the good times are.
Damn, philosopher.
Hey, we brought the philosopher,
Yeah,
right?
good
Come on.
thing we invite you.
Thanks, Gio, for the invitation.
Yeah, thanks so much for being here. Thanks for giving us a little bit of your time, of your knowledge. For all the viewers that do not know what a lease option is, we learned a little. I definitely.
And another. Sorry, the last. Showing up. I mean, I was obsessed with this now because I figured out that there's a lot of people that they don't know what the shit I'm doing. The only way to communicate is showing up.
Yeah.
Social media, in events, in working. But the world needs to know who you are and what is the value you can provide.
Yeah.
You cannot make it this in your room, right? In the bathroom.
Yeah.
You need to show up. Show up. I mean, I have a meditation that said it's 5 minutes. Show up, because that's true. You have to. How you gonna give the message to the world if you're not showing up? You are not participating. You're all the time, hiding, right?
Yeah.
And that is our responsibility. And Pace sent an audio the other day to all the owners saying that one of the owners, she's closing 2 or 3 RV parks. She's crushing it. But nobody knows her. How is it possible that nobody knows her? Because all the chat comments, right, were, oh, who is she? Who is she? I didn't know her. Okay, and he said, please, showing up, be in the community, post in the community, give the message to the community, and you're doing a great job, Gio. Imagine this podcast, this is part of the message, right?
Yeah, we're trying.
Yeah, share your wins, share your losses. Like, don't be afraid to let people know that, hey, I've lost money. You've probably lost money. We
all have.
Again, you don't. It's part of the journey.
And I want to say that this guy is a great dude. Oh,
thank you.
Yeah, super great dude. A great discovery. A great discovery.
Yeah.
Bro.
You're the second best discovery after Cristóbal Colón discovered America.
Okay, let's go because I'm gonna lose my
All
flight.
right, guys. Thank you so much,
All
Conrado. Thank you, Derek. Thanks so much, man. Great to have
Bro.
you. So to help you with your goal of having a partner every state, if somebody has a deal for you, how do they reach out to you?
I put my name here just in case,
Yeah.
Conrado Méndez, ConradoMéndez.com.
Okay.
Social media, Conrado Méndez. There's nothing like me on social media. Conrado Méndez, the first one, appeared with the cash flow, right? Shirt, t-shirt. And social media, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, and TikTok.
You're on
What the
TikTok.
heck? Come
I
on.
just started a TikTok.
Yeah.
All right. What about you? If people have deals for you, you're looking for co-livings, right?
Yeah.
How do the people reach out to you?
You can either go to my website, dodealswithdrock.com, or find me on social media, Agent D-Rock.
How do you find you on OnlyFans?
Yeah, not gonna happen, buddy.
No? All right, guys. Thank you so much. We're out of time, so drop a comment if you want to know something else. Reach out to Conrado, to Derek. They're looking for deals, and we'll see you in the next one.
All right, see you.